I note down the difference between the structural behavior. Here in the structural, it can view the static view of the UML diagram. Here in the behavioral, that is the runtime view of the UML diagram. So under the structural class diagram, object diagram, component diagram, deployment diagram, under the behavioral use case, interaction, and state diagram is there. We already referred. So in the previous class, especially that is the class diagram, object diagram, and use case diagram, under interaction diagram, we are deeply discussed in the sequence diagram also. Especially here in the among the 9 diagrams in UML, especially at the class diagram, use case diagram, sequence diagram play a vital role, because based on that is the 3 diagrams only, that is the code has to be generated, especially OOPS code. We can refer either in the C++ or that is the Java environment. So here I can hear in the previous class, especially along with the case study, 2 cases I detailedly discussed. One I referred as the stock maintenance management system. Another referred as the library management system. So here in this class, I'm going to tell the furthermore class diagram. In between that, here we are having the lot of mini project. So each and every classes we are assigned 4 members. We have to submit the SRS document followed by the some implementation program part. So totally that's the 15 essays are there. Among the 15 essays, especially the two essays, that is the online recruitment system. That is the recruitment system, and then follow that by the library management system. I already tell along the UML diagram, especially class diagram, sequence diagram. Like okay, now before that, I'm going to tell some diagrams are there. Previously, I told that the component diagram also. Component and deployment diagram is come under the static view only. So here the component and deployment. So here both are referred to the physical activity of the system. So what is the difference between the component and deployment? Both are referred to the physical activity only. Here the component, it defines the configuration of the system. That is the component. While we come to the deployment, here the deployment that defines the implementation of the design of the system. That's the difference between the component and the deployment. Here I told that what is the need of the purpose of component diagram. That is we have to visualize the components, construct the executable by using the forward and reverse engineering, describe the organization relationship of the components. Especially here in the component define, I can say that what I can say a simple example. I can say what are the SQL Server package. That is the thing. Here, while we come to the deployment diagram, I can say that the runtime machine environment. That is the thing. That is how the hardware device ought to be calibrated and run. That is the deployment. Here, the component only, it will tell that the functionality of the system. And that is the thing. Configuration of the system, especially. Here, while you come to the deployment, running of the physical components. That's the main difference between component and deployment. Both are referred to static view only. Here in the component diagram, I told that the single component cannot represent the entire system. Here, the collectivity of all the components referred as the on the one particular movement of action. That is the component diagram refer. Especially that is, I can say what that is the Java files I told that is the model, the components of system, model database schema, model executable of an application, model system source code. So here in the interaction diagram also, I explain all the scenario along with the symbols. So later on, that is in the previous class I stopped. That is in the year. That is I can take the example, well-known example, online recruitment system, followed by another example, that is the library management system. Here in the online, recruitment system, especially in the class diagram, also we are defined as one is applicant, advertisement, organization, followed by the recruitment. Here each and every lines we have to follow, especially while we come to the left to right. That is, we can note down that the dash, that is the bold line, Again, here the replicant from the right to left, we have to define that is the dotted line only. So in between that, what that is the some set of operation ought to be repeated then and there until the some conditions satisfied. That is, I can term that is the loop condition. Here in the example, analyze applicant resume or there. I told no. Here the applicant give the resume to the company. First of all, initially they resume what is the qualification, what is the experience, where you work, like that. Again, later on, again you go for furthermore investigation. Among the suppose he got 3 years experience. Among the 3 years, what kind of project he did, what about the company standard, everything they analyze from each and every iteration. Like similarly, during the requirement also, familiar, several iteration has to be taken place. Initially, I take that is the primary test, that is a written test, followed by the technical interview. Later on, finally go for the HR interview. Likewise, they announce the result. So that is the iteration. That is the dotted lines. Here also, that is the one-two-way and communications are there. The one-way communication, that is the bolded line. Here the reply line, it can be mentioned as the dotted lines. So likewise, that is the clear details. Next one, that is the stock maintenance also. In the previous class, I think again the 2 examples only I taken repeatedly for all the types of UML diagram. Then only you can easily understand the scenario. Here also, that is stock maintenance, that is the buying the product only. You are familiar. One is that is the DAT only. Next one is the INDAT only. We have to check for the here also initial conditions are there. That is the check for the inventory. Next one is the searching the supplier after buy all the product, whether the cashier they give the order or not to regarding for purchasing, like that. So each and every scenario here we have to maintain. Here also here 4 states are there. Here already that is the first state. Here this state is linked with this state. Here the product purchasing department linked with that is the inventory and item for the check inventory. Similarly, the product purchasing department linked with that is the supplier. Here the product purchasing department is linked with the purchase order. So likewise, that is this one state linked with another state. This state is linked with some other state. So likewise, we have to define all the scenario. Then we can easily go through. So no problem. I will send the detailed diagram, especially that is the stock maintenance and the library management system for all the 9 diagrams to you, to mail ID. We can easily understand. From the diagram, you can go through, we can easily do the project for furthermore applications. Okay, so now here in this class, that is the collaboration diagram. Here the collaboration diagram, that is the sequence diagram and collaboration diagrams are there. Especially here in the sequence diagram, that is the time ordering. That is the sequence of messages ought to be maintained. Here based on the scenario, that is the thing. While you come to that, there is a collaboration diagram. Here the ordering based on the object. Here the ordering based on the object. For example, I already told you here in the method 1, method 2, method 3 is there. Object 1, object 2, object 3 is there. Object 1 going to invoke method 1. Object 2 going to invoke method 3. After that, only object 3 going to invoke method 3 only. Because here the method 3 depends upon the output of the method 1 and method 2. Then only the method 3 will going to activate. So here in the column, here the organization of the object is important. Here in the, while you come to the sequence diagram, here the sequence of message, that is a time-driven import event in the sequence diagram. While we come to the collaboration diagram, here the ordering of object or maintained. So each and every sequence I can be indicated by the number itself only. Here also, while here in the simple diagram, here the thing that is the ordering, here also purchasing also the same example I take into account. First thing is what is the initialization. Next one is that is the order customer going to be invoked. I can refer the object. In between the object, I can specify no. Here the customer order specific order. The three objects are I can define. So while I define the object, initially I can put what column. See in between what customer in between what column is that. Order in between is column is that. Specify in between column is that. Put the column followed by the object name. That is the thing. That is the thing. So here the first one is initialization. So initialization followed by the customer. Yeah, that is the customer want to buy the project. That is what type of action. That is sent order. Next, whether the customer agreed to buy the project. Okay, is ready to is ready to buy the project. Is going to give the cash or through the online payment. That is the confirmation. Once the cash received, once the online payment confirm process over, then only the marketing person delivered the product to the customer. That is the dispatch process over. So while we go for the dispatching, while we go for dispatching, here the shop member give the product to the customer in a one by way. So you buy six product, all the 6 product you paid to the online or cash whatever. So you give to the customer one by one. Order material 1, material 2, material 3. That should be the sequence. So after receiving all the 6 product, to the customer, then only he relieve from the shop. That is a sequence of operation. Here in the sequence of operation, that is here in the 3, I can mention that the dispatch. That is the thing. This small iteration. So here especially here the collaboration diagram. That means what? Ordering of object. Important. The ordering of object is indicated by some sequence number. That is the thing I clearly mentioned in the simple diagram manner. So now we come to that is the collaboration diagram. They will ask examination. They will ask one time. They will ask 6 marks question. Explain the notations of collaboration diagram. What are the notation? First, initially I know down what is the thing. Object, actor, link, message. Object, actor, link, message. In the previous diagrams also, what are the 3 objects are there? Customer, order, special order. So here I already told you here the object name. Here the column followed by the class name. That is the thing. So in the name of the object and its class underline, separate by the column itself. That is the if we can refer as the object. Here actor. Here the actor is named as a role. Here the one actor will be the initiator of the use case. Here that is the actor. So here in the previous case, how can how can define the actor? Here I can define the actor. I can say that the customer people. I can define as the actor. Here the link between the object and actor are to be instance of association. So there are several objects are there. Here the object 1, object 2, object 3, object 4 is there. So that means what? Object 1 linked with the object 2, object 2 is linked with the object 3. Then only we can give. So here also the link is there. So the relationship among the object it can be maintained with I can be recognized with the message. For example, here in the previous case also, here the customer linked with the order linked with the special order. Here the special order. So what here the customer here linked with the order. What type of ordering message? Here the customer want buy the product. That is the message. So that is a link. So here that is a link. Object is one object linked with the another object. That object linked with the another object. It shows the scenario of operation. That is a link. Here the message. That means what? The communication between the 2 objects. With the communication between the 2 objects. So here also the message is also identified by the labels only. That is the thing. So totally 4 notations are there. Object, actor, link and message. We can explain along with this example also. We can easily write in your own. So these are very clear concept I told in this class. Yeah, next one they will ask, what are the steps for creating the collaboration diagram? So why I given I can clearly, that is based on the question asked in the examination, so that I can beautifully prefer this type of PPT. So please go through the PPT well, then only you can easily remember, you can easily write in your own. At any time, never forget the concept, so that I can clearly maintain a notation, explain the notation of the collaboration diagram. Next, they will ask, explain the steps for creating the collaboration diagram. So first thing here, so we have to summarize the major points. The major points I colored as yellow. So first, here the identify behavior of system. Identify the structural elements. Next, model the structural relationship among the elements. Next one is I can alternate the scenario. Alternative scenario operation are to be noted. So here then only these are the major steps we have to easily remember. Here to identify the behavior of the system. That means what? Realization and implementation is specified. Identify the behavior of system. That means what? Realization and implementation of system is specified. Here the identify the structure element. Here the structural elements, what I refer, I can say what is the class roles, what all the objects referred in the class, under the class any subsystems are there. That is the structural elements. Especially I can define the context of interaction, system, subsystem, use case and operation. So that is the structural element. What is the here in the structural element, among the elements, what is the relationship? That is I can model the structural relationship among the elements. So here that then only the diagram shows the context of the interaction. They give the clear scenario of the interaction. So under the scenario, I can draw some, that is the instance level. I can specify some levels of collaboration. So here the steps, the beautiful here in the PPT, the beautiful presentation, I clearly given the points to draw for creating the collaboration diagram. Especially that the yellow color points easily identify major points. We can easily learn. We can easily remember at any time, not able to forget. Clear points. So identify the behavior of the system, identify the structural elements, the elements. Then we can note down the relationship among the elements exist. Later on, we have to note down what is the scenario, alternate scenario. So from the scenario, what are the levels, what are the instance levels of collaboration diagram noted. Any specialization level of the collaboration diagram is noted. That is the thing. Here again the same example. What example at beginning from the class yesterday I taught? Online recruitment system, library management. Same application I represent in the collaboration diagram. Here especially here in the whatever the diagram, the 4 components important here in the recruitment system. Again, the 4 components I chosen again based on the collaboration diagrams scenario syntax I draw. So we can easily note what is the 4 components. You already noted the diagram, previous diagram. One is the applicant, organization, recruitment, and advertisement. The 4 components only I told in the what? Class diagram, sequence diagram. So here in the collaboration diagram also I tell. Use case diagram also I tell. Class diagram, use case diagram, sequence diagram, especially the 3 major UML diagram I told as the 4 components. Here also the same 4 components I refer. Here based on only the symbol, that is here the one object. What is the symbol? The collaboration diagram, one object want to link with the another object. So here also the applicant link with the organization, the applicant link with the advertisement, applicant link with the recruitment. Like that we have to specify. But here Here from the diagram, you have to understand one point. Here in the diagram, I am not mentioned error mark, but while come to that is the specification, here the two dot apply job. Here I can specify the error mark. View jobs. Here I can specify the error mark. Here the salary fix. I can specify the error mark. So at last, from the given diagram, we have to understand here the collaboration diagram. I told what I told in the previous slide. It can be maintained with the it can be showed along with the numbers. How many numbers? Only 3 numbers. 1, 2, and then 3. Under 2, some subdivisions I can put as a thing. First, initially, view the jobs. Applicant, they want to view the job. That's the first scenario. Then applicant going to apply the job to the particular organization. That is the 2. Then that organization only, they are going to forward to the HR team. That is 2.1. Again, the HR team, they are going to verify the candidate profile and then send the interview call to the candidate. Then after that, 2.1.1.1, that candidate going to attend the interview. Okay. Next, after the next year, that is the after the performance well, HR team they are ready to give the job offer along with some decent package, salary during the HR they are going to discuss the salary package. That is clear scenario. So 1, 2, 3 steps are there. Especially in the second step, some subdivisions are there. It can be notable to 2.1, 1.1 like that. But instead of this 2.1.1, we have to note on 2.1, 2.2, 2.3 like that we can give. Then only can easily give, but I can give some 1.1.1 instead of this 2.1, 2.2, 2.3 we can give. That's the thing. So that is the numeric is there. So yeah, you can easily draw. The same scenario only I explained the use case diagram, class diagram, sequence diagram based on the symbols, based on the syntax of diagram. I can represent in some other way. Same thing. So I showed that only I took the same example. Again, the same example, collaboration, very simple. Again, the 3 roles only, that is the login, verified, and database. Here also what they given the details. One is enter the login details, return the login is valid output, enter the stock details. Everything I showed in a clear manner. Here the customer want to buy the product details. Again the same database, validity, everything's there. So only we have to put the numeric number scenario. Then only can draw. So here the sequence diagram, collaboration diagram, I beautifully explained. Next one, we go for the state chart diagram. The state chart diagram and followed by one more diagram is there, activity diagram. Here in the state chart diagram and activity diagram based on the flow chart representation. Flow chart representation manner only we can easily draw. We can easily understand the scenario. We can easily draw also. Do the project also. Here the state chart diagram. What is the state chart diagram? Define the flow of control from one state to another state. So especially that is that states are identified as a condition in which object exists and changes from some events trigger. The states, these diagrams are used to model the entire cycle of the object. Here also the good example. First ever from 8:30 to 12:30 are going to attend the class. In between some 10 to 12 minutes break. Okay. So what is the role? Attending the class, listening the class, taking the note. That is the role. But here, but 4 states are defined. First ever, for example, first now the OAD, followed by that is what TOC maybe followed by the microprocessor subject, maybe followed by some other subject. Something. So each and every hour the subject has to be made. So that is here also that is the thing. Here the state has to be vary from due to the flow of control. So here the one object that are going to invoke the one method at a particular time, because I allotted Pradeep Kumar sir allotted for the OID. It's going to allot that is going to invoke the OID subject. Dr. Geeta ma'am going to handle that the TOC. So that is the thing. So here the so many methods are there. Each and every method, particular other object is going to be invoked at a particular moment. Is it correct? Here all based on a timetable. So that is a simple example. So that is a state chart. Here the main purpose of the state chart diagram is what? So it models the dynamic. Again, I told here the state chart diagram, activity diagram, sequence diagram, collaboration diagram. These are all come under dynamic only. Don't forget any time, because so many times they will ask in the university exam. Give an example for that is the dynamic diagram. During the evaluation, some of the students they are not able to answer. Some okay. So that again I tell here the dynamic aspect of the system. So that means here the lifetime of the reactive system. So to describe the different state of the object during its lifetime, here the 4 hours are there. Each and every state is to be differed by the object. So that is here the static mission to model the state of an object. Okay. Now, where we to use the state chart diagram? Listen. So here in the beauty, actually this PPT presentation is well from the PPT presentation, and so whatever the question or any reasoning question during the OAD asked, I definitely say 100%, not 99%, 100% you are able to answer based on the question, based on the understanding purpose, so that only here I can, here in the PPT, I use here the same, how the question they will arise in the exam. Again, I can mention in the PPT also. Where to use a state chart diagram? That's only they will ask. Not simply explain the state chart diagram. Each and every chapter along with question I explain. Okay, please go through at a time. State chart diagram defines the state of the component and the state ought to be dynamic in nature. It should be dynamic. So especially the dynamic in nature, it should differ from event to event, so that I can specify dynamic. Why we can say dynamic? It can be changes from time to time. So I can specify the dynamic. The state changes triggered by the events. The state of the state change that can be triggered by the events. So events are that may be of either internal or external factor influence the system. So here the state chart diagram are used to model the state and also the events operating on the system. The 4 major points only, that is the particular usage, so that only we can use the state chart diagram. Especially the state ought to be varied due to the time sequence, so that I can say the dynamic. So it can be changed, that is what triggered by the events. Okay, triggered by the event that may be of either internal or external factors. Okay, now here again just one example. Here the identify the important object to be analyzed. What are the from the given diagram, or what do we analyze? Identify what are the object analyzed. We have to identify the states. We have to identify the events also. So here is simple. Again, I talk along with the one simple scenario, good example. Then only can easily imagine. So that only I preferred 1 or 2 good example. So you know well about stock maintenance, ordering of materials. So here the what? Here the idle, order request, select normal or special order, order confirmation, and then dispatch order. Okay. Okay. One more thing. Initially I forgot to tell. You know, here the initial state. Here the what? One black circle. Finishing state. One black circle. Again, one more circle is there. That shows the ending state. Initial state, only one circle. While you go for the final state, here the one dot circle followed by the another circle. That is a signal. That is the representation. So from one state to another state, this state to another state, only I can represent the arrow mark. From the given diagram, just like a what? Flow chart representation. I already told. Here, So here in the each and every state, I can define the object, the initial state of the object. Here the intermediate state of the object. Here the transaction is going on. So that may be of either special order or normal order. I'm going to give the cash to the customer or through that is the online product, whatever. So when the confirmation has to be fixed, the customer checking the amount, receiving the amount, or through the or online, I pay the amount, transaction has to be successfully done. Then only the confirmation has come. Then only the ordering confirmation. Then only the ordering of material has confirmed. Is it right? That is a confirmation order. Okay, then okay, money is received successfully. Then the company is going to give the product to me. That is the dispatching order. So that is show the complete scenario. So here again, here the each and every state, it should be totally 5 states are defined. The initial state, intermediate state, what is the transaction, or in bit transactions there, what is the ordering of confirmation, what is dispatching of order, everything I can tell with the one by one events. The collectivity of all the events, it represents one scenario. Is it correct? That is a beautiful example. Again, the same example only that is one way representation. From the given diagram, what do you analyze? That is one way. State chart diagram, so what? That is one way representation. That's the thing, that is a view, same thing. Customer view the jobs, they see the advertisement. From the advertisement, they're going to apply for the job for the company. From the company, based on my profile, based on my standard, they are going to allow to take up the interview. During the interview, they are going to perform some test. They are going to, initially, I'm going to take the test. After that, I'm going to attend the interview, technical HR. If both are okay, they are going to give the offer along with some good salary package. That the requirement is over. Only one way. One way. Simple one way representation. We can easily write. There's a very easy diagram. Only that's the online, that is here the flow chart representation diagram. Similarly, there is the library management also taken upon. Everything. Login, once a login, whether book is there or not. First, we have to think what? We have to give the book name, followed by the author name, followed by the edition number. We are searching the book. Whether the book is there in the library, then only what they are going to issue the book. After that, they are going to return whatever. That is the maintenance of database in the library. Simple example, one day representation, next clear example. So here the state chart diagram and activity diagram is there. So here also the activity diagram is also what is flow chart representation. But one more here, what is the difference between the state chart diagram and activity diagram? Listen, students, next class I'm going to ask some questions regarding the UML diagram. Please go through it. Especially my PPT presentation, don't forget, go through it. It's very easy to learn. It is very easy, especially very easy to attend the university examination, because here from the given slide also, what is the purpose of need? They will ask. What is the purpose of need activity diagram? They will ask. Especially the major points I reflected in the PPT. So, dear students, please go through the PPT, because I spend some time for your needs. I give the PPT. Okay, because what I deliver, what I represent the PPT at a few seconds, you are able to recognize the concept well. At my target, this concept you never forget at any time. You can easily remember, you can write in a own. That is my intention. So that only I can give this type of presentation. Please go through it daily. So here also what? Here the activity diagram, that is can describe the dynamic behavior. So next class I'm going to ask one question. What is the difference between the state chart diagram and activity diagram? I know the answer, but anyway you have to refer and then tell, because already that's the answer. Because the flow of control from one activity to another without any message. That's a major point. That is the thing. It is not there in the previous diagram. That is the state chart diagram. Yeah, the flow of control from one activity to another without any message. Without any message, that is the